Hi, I'm Monnie Aleahmad, your host on Train Talk, where we talk with a lot of interesting individuals about their lives, their passions, and what makes them human. So, join us, because we're all riders on this train called life. Hi, thank you for joining me on the train. First off, let me just ask, who are you?
Well, my name is Pamela Colen, and I'm a teacher. I teach virtually for students that are with disabilities, moderate to severe. And I've been teaching for over 27 years. I taught from preschool to adult, children with disabilities, children without disabilities. But that's most of my life I've been teaching.
Wait, so how many years have you been teaching now, you said?
Over 27 years.
27 years.
Yes.
Wow, okay. And most of that was focused on people with disabilities, or is it kind of like multiple things you're doing? Like
Multiple things, yes. So
where did you start?
Oh my goodness. Actually, when I was 5 years old, I used to play school. But I wasn't officially a teacher, but I used to play school. And my mom owned a group home for children with disabilities, and they would be my students. And I would sit them around the table. I would make books for them and write their names, have them trace their names, point to the alphabets on the wall, say the ABCs. So I know as early as 5 years old, I used to play school, as I was a teacher. But officially, I believe 1997, I started teaching at a private preschool. Yes.
Okay. Wow. So it's like you were bred into this.
Yes.
You grew up in a home. You said for what was it called?
My mom. Actually, my mom started off with a children's home for children with disabilities.
Yeah.
But as they got older, they became adults. So then it became a group home. So so she owned a group home since 1965. I would say 65 or 66. And then she owned it until her health declined, and then she unfortunately had to close that when she was around 70 years old. Yes.
So being around that, obviously it influenced something in you. Gave you like did it spark a passion for teaching, or is that what it did? You think, or?
I think seeing my mom helping children at a young age might have had an influence on me. I've always wanted to help children. I love helping others, just people. So I'm pretty sure that did have something to do with it. And when my mom did have the group home, the clients that she had, to me, they weren't clients. They weren't clients of my mom. They were my brothers. She would take them to Disneyland, Knoxbury Farm, the zoo, just everywhere, we would go, they would go as well. So they were basically like my brothers to me. I didn't feel they were clients or just children in our home, they were family.
Wow, that's so cool. I think that's an experience a lot of us don't have. I think many of us have like some people that are disabled in certain ways in their lives, usually it's elderly people and stuff, right? But like I don't think I had any kind of interactions like that with people that were disabled like regularly, especially not as a child, I think that really kind of can shape the way you view people.
Definitely. I know recently, like I was traveling, I had to go visit a family member, and I was in the airport restroom, and I'm washing my hands, and I hear a child crying, just hysterically crying. The mother's with them, changing them. I could hear her in the background. And the lady next to me was like, "Come on, mama, like it's the mother's fault." To me, what I wanted to do, I'm gonna go over there and make faces at the child, make them smile and laugh, help the mother out, not think the mother is what she's doing was wrong. I'm sure the mom was doing all she could to not get the child to cry, but it's like, children will be children. They can't help it, and sometimes parents, they do all they can, and sometimes you just can't do any more. Just do the best you can as a parent.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Do you think that there's something specifically rewarding about teaching children?
I love seeing the growth. So when I taught special at preschool, there were children that would come in where they had no verbalization skills, like they couldn't talk, definitely couldn't read. And then the mom, I remember a particular parent, she was like, I just want him to talk. I'm like, don't worry.
Yeah.
Before he leaves, he would talk. And this particular student, not only did he talk, he learned to read before he left my class. And like the other children, some of the other children were still a little bit behind, didn't know the letters. And he would answer for them. I'm like, okay, turn around. I have to like physically turn your body around so you won't see the answers or give the other children the answers. He's just so into learning, so into like, he was actually learning to read. And this was a special ed student, you know, and a lot of children, there are special needs. Just because they're special needs doesn't mean they can't learn to read, they can't learn math, they can learn, you know, it's just a lot of times they just need that, someone to care and show them and be patient with them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, patience is such a key. I think in any kind of educational setting
Yes.
requires patience. And then with children, even more patience. And then with
Yes.
special needs children, I imagine it's a lot more patience.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, yes.
Cool. So with, I guess like the idea of special needs is a broad spectrum,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
So
definitely.
would it, so working with special needs kids then, do you have to separate them, or is there like okay, this person's needs are different than this person's, so we have to teach them in a separate way, or is there more of a unified way that you do it?
So basically I would group all the, like for example, I would sit my students at a table and my assistant would have another group of students at the table, at another table. So all the students, I would teach them the same skill, or like I'll read a story, but I'll say to one student that can't verbalize, I'll say, okay, can you point to where the bear is? Can you point to where this character is? Opposed to the other student, I'm like, okay, what did the bear say? So each child had a different skill as far as their ability, but yet I'll teach them all the same. I just reword the question a different way.
Oh yeah, oh, that's really cool. It's
Yes.
fascinating.
Thank you.
Is there what's the most challenging thing about your job?
Most challenging, well right now I teach virtually,
Okay.
and that in itself is challenging to teach students with special needs because some of the children cannot still verbalize or, you know, talk, and so trying to teach them online, I can only, thank goodness I have most of them have their parents there. So I'll ask the parents, can you, even though I know the child cannot talk, can you at least speak for them and have them point with you or hand over hand? That way they're still learning, you know, what I'm asking them to do. But I know the child may not be able to actually say it, but we still want to give them that option to just learn by hearing. And then have students that have their cameras off. Oh my goodness. That's frustrating. That's a challenge because I can't see if they're actually paying attention or learning. So that is the big challenge for me right now. Is trying to teach to a blank screen. And then when they don't respond, I have to keep repeating their name and say, okay, such and such. I'm asking a question, such and such, let me know, put in the chat. If you're going to the restroom, just put it in the chat, just let me know so I won't expect you to answer. And so a lot of times what I have to do is contact the parents and text them, I think your child is, I don't know, away, can you check if they're there? Because sometimes the students are there, but they're playing a video game. You know, so that's definitely challenging.
I feel so bad for you.
Oh,
That sounds
you.
awful. Like I'm trying to imagine that you're teaching to a blank screen. You have there's no response.
Right.
No, I do not envy you for that. Maybe there's a fix. Like maybe there's like a different, I don't know. Like I'm sure they could come up with something. Maybe a different interface where like they would have to use the camera or something.
Yeah,
I
wish.
I
wish.
But Zoom doesn't work that way, so yeah. Yeah, well, I get you. Well, hopefully there's some solution that becomes overcome. But it looks like you're finding ways to deal with all of these, because it doesn't seem like that's the only challenge you're dealing with.
No, but I did have like a little incentive. Like I made a incentive chart, and I said, okay, every time you participate, you get like a stickers, like a virtual online a Google app that I use, Jamboard, where I created a sticker board for each child.
Cool.
And then if they get up to 3 stickers, they can take a break whenever they want, a 5-minute break. You know, just let me know.
Yeah.
Thinking that would help. Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it's it's hard though to incentivize through that kind of method, you know, especially when you're not in person. It's weird, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I get you.
Definitely.
Oh man. So what would you say is your favorite part of your job, or the most rewarding part, or either one?
So virtually, when I do get students that participate, to see the joy on their face when they learn something, like, for example, a math skill, it's like, oh, I can do it. Or, you know, I know how to count money now, or I can add, or I can subtract. That joy that I see. Or are they learning to read? They can read better. So that's a great feeling that I have.
Nice. Yeah. Seeing the growth that you created in a way. That's really cool.
Thank you.
Sure. So we're talking about the students being at their computers, right?
Yes.
That means that naturally they're connected to the internet.
Oh, yes.
Which is full of many pitfalls and, you know, harmful things that these kids can encounter. Would you like to talk for a minute about any of those things that you think like that kids are dealing with, that maybe there's, I don't know, some solution to help them with, or maybe you just want to talk a little bit about some of the dangers that they're facing?
So yeah, I see a lot of positivity in using the internet and for research. You know, when I went to school, we had an encyclopedia. You don't really see those anymore, you know, but
man, I haven't thought about that. Yeah, that's right. We have Wikipedia now.
Yeah, Wikipedia and all that's not always true.
Yeah.
Either, but so it could be some good in the internet, and but then there's a dark side. For example, with video games, you know, you can have a child on a video game thinking they're doing everything okay, and all of a sudden you have someone that comes in and that acts as if they're a child, or but they're not a child. They could be an adult, or, you know, someone trying to take advantage of a child. I know that happens. I know my nephew, he was playing a video game, and he actually was playing it. All of a sudden, a male organ appeared on the video game screen, and he started crying to my brother, you know, about this incident, and my brother was like, "What?" My nephew was kind of too young to really understand, but he just knew that wasn't right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of danger out there with the video games, and I think with video games, and there's a side that is, I could see with technology with children. I could see they're more technology savvy than maybe we were in the days. I had again, when I was teaching preschool, a special ed preschool, I had a student that was 3 years old, didn't talk, you know, but yet he could grab his mother's cell phone and play a video game, like standing on, like, I didn't even know how to do what he was doing. You know, so it kind of helps them to be tech savvy, but I feel like it takes away a lot of social skills, especially with special needs. They need that social skills. They need the socialization. But when they're tied to an iPad or a tablet all the time, I see in a grocery store, they're just, the parents shopping, they're just looking at a screen. For one thing, I know it's not good for your eyes. Screen time, you definitely don't want too much screen time. But again, the mother's shopping, something could pop up on the screen that's undesirable, and the child may not know what's going on. So again, I think technology has its ups and downs. It causes our children to be lazy. I remember back in the day, I saw something on the internet where it showed what children were like in the 70s, or outside playing. Then the 80s, they were still outside, skateboarding. Then 90s, you saw a little bit less, and then now it's like.
No, it's not like that at all. Like you're weird if you let your kids roam now.
Yes.
Which is a problem. Big problem.
That is a big problem. That is a problem.
And it's almost like technology. It offers you this concept of socialization. Like it's like, oh, well, you can socialize through, you know, social networks, video apps, whatever. Like you can kind of communicate with people. You can be on Reddit and you can have a sort of a community, right? But it's not like a real social, you're not seeing people's faces, you're not hearing their tone of voice.
Right.
There's no real physical interaction, you know? And it's kind of, yeah, I see what you mean. It's like a hindrance to the socialization of children, you know?
Yes.
As an additive tool, it can be beneficial, but if this is like your only outlet,
yes,
it's ruinous in a way.
Definitely. They're missing out on, like when I took speech in high school and in college, where you had to learn, like, you know, how to, when you communicate, you use your eyes to look at them, and you know, you can see the facial features, the hand gestures. That's how you communicate. If you don't see that, you don't really know if the person's really angry or they're just sad, or you know, you know, it's hard to see that if you're just always on the tablet. You're missing out on those communication skills. And so children now, I think they don't really know how to communicate like we did back in the day, social wise.
Yeah.
And then when you go to the restaurants, not just children but adults, a couple sitting next to each other, what are they doing? They're on their phones.
Oh no.
That is so sad. I heard there's actually restaurants where they would, I don't know if they give you a discount, something, they give you a break. If you go into the restaurant, you check your phone in.
Oh.
They collect your phone. So when you sit down, you don't have a phone, you're made to communicate with the person you're at the table
That's
with.
a good idea.
I love that idea.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
man.
Yes.
Unless like it's with someone that you really don't want to spend time with, then
That's
it's like
true.
then that's ultimate torture, which is also diabolically a good idea.
Yes.
So, you know what? This is making me think though. Like a lot of our current models of communication, like through text and emojis and stuff like that, are shorthand for things that we do in real life, like the winking and, you know, whatever, you know.
Right.
But if you're not experiencing how we're actually using that in real life, and you're only seeing it through text, for the like, you're missing so much of like what it means to be human, to communicate with other humans.
Visual skills. Visual cues. I mean, right.
Yeah. That's not even something I ever thought about before. Like honestly, that's very twisted, because you're using the shorthand as like it means something different to you than it does for other people that use it as shorthand. For you, it's like this means something else. I don't even know. Like if all of your like communication through facial expressions are through emojis first, and then you're meeting people in the real world and you're trying to gauge their facial expression, you're basing it off of the emoji.
Exactly.
And it's backwards. That's really weird.
That's so true.
Oh no, that's scary.
Yeah, it is. That is.
Maybe there should be like an age limit. Like you have to be at least this old to use these kind of social tools. I feel like, you know. I don't know what the solution is. What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. I think it's like I almost think everyone should have time out when it comes to electronics. Time out when it comes to like being on a screen of a, you know, tablet or computer, even TV. Time off.
Oh yeah.
Just family time. I love it. That's the one good thing about COVID. Actually, was when you had to spend time with family together and get to know each other again, and I think that was the one positive thing about COVID. But fortunately, there was some that it just got where they couldn't take it anymore. Like it was like too much family time. They weren't used to that much family time.
Oh, yeah.
But back in the day, that's what we had, was family time. I know when I was young, when we sat at the family table, we would joke and laugh and have that time to talk about what happened at school, or just have a conversation.
Yeah.
Family, I think families don't have that anymore.
That's true. Oh man, I feel like I don't know, COVID was kind of a double-edged sword, because like what it did is, like, for some families that were able to be close, it drove them together, and some people are just isolated, and it made them even more isolated.
That was a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
You're right about that.
And at the same time, because a lot of these people are isolated, they leaned more on social media.
Yes.
And then it became, you know, a further proliferation of like, well, let's make social media more, I don't know, interesting. which became more, I don't know, commercialized, and
Right.
then less. I mean, back in the day, like when social media first started, like MySpace, Facebook, like early days, literally all my feed was just my friends.
Right,
You know,
right.
now it's like I'm lucky if I see them. It's ads and stuff. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
I don't know. There's so many problems.
I know where to begin
Where to begin? Yeah.
to solve them, but I
We
think.
begin with education.
Oh yes, there you go.
That's where we begin.
There we go. And again, when I'm teaching online, I wish we're at work. I wish they demanded where they have their cameras on, so I can. I just want to help you. I just want to see if you understanding what I'm teaching you. I can't see if you know when, or understand what I'm teaching you if you have your camera off or not telling me yes or no or nothing.
Yeah.
So that I think would be a big help. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I hope that happens.
Me too, me too. And I wish there was something about, like you said, with technology, maybe a minimum age before you can start using a tablet, because it does do something to your eyes.
Yeah.
Just recently, I don't know how long ago, but they started selling the glasses with the blue
Yes.
lens or blue light, or what is it?
Yeah, the blue light,
Blue light
filter thing.
Yes, and it's because I think too many people were on screen time.
Yeah, it's real dangerous for your eyes, the blue light part of it. Yeah,
Yes.
wild.
Yes.
Cool. What does it mean to you to be alive?
Alive. It means to be happy, to enjoy life at its fullest, to just to know that you need to enjoy life with not just yourself, with your family while you have the chance, because you never know what tomorrow may bring.
Do you think there's a that's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you think there is a purpose to being alive?
Purpose for being alive, I think, is to be able to share your gifts that you have with others around you. To share that whatever you have, I'm the type of person, if I have something that I can help you with, I love to give it to you. I don't like to say, oh, I don't like to share my information or that. No, I'm not like that at all. I'm a giving person, and whatever I can do to help others, I think life is about helping others. It makes the world go round.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing. So if the purpose of life is to share your gifts, and to help each other, like how does someone learn what their gifts are if they don't yet know?
That's a great question. I would think maybe get out and explore in nature, and maybe being by yourself and then just having that alone time, and that would help. And then maybe just start with helping others. I would suggest too, can help you find out, well, maybe I enjoy doing what this person's doing, or maybe I enjoy doing what that person's doing, but that's a good question.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying though. These are all makes sense. Like follow something that interests you, see if that works out, see if it becomes something that you're passionate about. Learn about yourself, take some time with yourself to understand yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is all good advice. I think that's great.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And so, do you think that being human, on this planet, bears a specific responsibility?
Oh, definitely. I feel like our responsibility on this earth is to keep the earth clean. It's just frustrating to see so much on this earth, pollution-wise, just people being careless about where they put their trash, careless about just taking care of the earth, altogether.
Sure.
I feel like that's a good big responsibility. And then also another responsibility maybe is to share your passion with others, to help them understand what you love, and then maybe they will love it too.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. So Do you think that we have a responsibility to the next generation, that we owe something to them? I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, I think we owe the responsibility to our the younger generation for the future, is to make sure they have a future, a good future, because the way things are going now, everyone's warring against each other. You have this side against that side. I think they need to see that people can come together as one, you know, and just put aside our differences and just say, okay, agree to disagree. But I mean, I think we really need to show them that we have that responsibility.
Cool. Well, we got you, future generation. We're going to take care of you.
There you go, definitely.
That's
definitely.
why you teach, right
That's
there.
right,
Yeah.
teach early,
Yeah.
early on how to take care of our world environment.
That's great. Okay, so what is something that you've done in your life that you are very proud of?
I feel like my teaching is something that I just feel proud of, because I love teaching, and I love seeing how I can help the children become from where they're non-readers, non-verbal, to like excelling. That makes me feel good. I'm very proud of my of teaching, definitely.
That's beautiful. Now on the other end,
Uh-huh.
what, if anything, that you've done throughout your life that you feel ashamed about?
Let's see, I've something I have to think about. I know there's many things. Okay, gotta
Not
go
an easy
back.
question. Yeah.
I know. So something I really regret is when I was younger, maybe in my early 20s, I was a rebel. I was a little, my father was strict, being a police officer. I think he was strict about who I dated, and he had said, okay, you need to come home at this time. If you do this one more time, you're out. And I was so just a rebel. I was like, okay, I'm going, I'm leaving. So I moved out just to spite him.
Yeah.
But that was the wrong attitude. Because then I hurt my mother, and she was so sad. She would always cry, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? And I was just so, how you say it, proud, prideful. Prideful. Didn't want to show that I wanted to come back. But eventually I did go back, and it was a good ending, because I wanted to be back, but I just didn't know how to ask to come back. And so that was a big regret.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Family stuff, man.
Yes.
Parents. What are you gonna do with them? You know.
Well,
like
my father meant well, and I just was a little
Yeah.
rebel. I just went through that phase. I know all girls go through it. I just went through it a little bit later than my age.
I feel like I'm still going through it, so
Okay.
it's all
Okay.
good. It's all good. Oh
Okay.
man. So this last one's a little bit morbid, but
Okay.
if, God forbid, something were to happen today and this was to be your last day on Earth, what would you like to accomplish with your final moments?
Accomplish. I hope to accomplish where I can make sure I leave a good mark on here on Earth by doing good. Like, I love giving, and so I think about sometimes one of my favorite movies, can't think of it now, but in the movie, the director dresses as a hobo, and he just gathers like a whole bunch of $100 bills, and he just walks down the street and just give them to the people that are, back then it was called hobos, but homeless people, just giving out money. And I just always dreamed of doing something like that.
Oh, wow.
just giving money
Yeah.
just because, just for those that need it. That's what I would love to do.
That's so cool. Oh man,
you.
if I was rich, I would be doing that like at least a couple times a week. just giving money to people?
Yes,
Come on.
I know.
Elon, where you at?
Exactly. I know. But
Ridiculous.
it was called Sullivan Travels.
Oh, yeah.
That was the name of the movie, Sullivan Travels.
That's cool.
Instead of Gulliver's Travels, it's called Sullivan's Travels.
Nice. That's
Yes.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez. See, I hope we don't have to wait until like the final moments to achieve something like that, you know?
Me
like,
too.
And
I would love to do it before then.
yeah. No, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, so by the way, I actually have a friend who is a social media influencer, and she makes content for children.
Really?
Yeah, she's really cool. You should definitely talk to her. I think we
would
can.
love to.
Yeah, we can figure that out, I think.
That would be helpful, and she could help me communicate helpful or ideas for my students.
Yeah,
Healthy
Yeah.
ideas.
definitely. Cool.
Yes, I would love that. Thank you.
Sure, yeah. Well, hopefully it goes well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for spending time with me. Actually, this is my stop coming up, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave you here. But it was so nice meeting you. Pamela.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
meeting you too.
absolutely. Well,
Thank you.
Yeah, Monnie, you got it.
Monnie.
Yeah, and I'm Monnie, and I'll see you guys next time on Train Talk. All right, but you have a good ride, okay?
You too. Thank you so much
Sure,
for the
absolutely.
time.
Take care.
I enjoyed talking with you as well.
You too. All right.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I am Hazel.
Hi, Hazel.
Hi, Pam. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna be your new host for Train Talk.
Okay.
We're gonna be tracking your tracks on this journey.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah! So tell me about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Pamela Colen,
Pamela.
and I've been teaching for over 20-something years.
Wow, 20-something years. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. And so I currently teach children with special needs
Yes.
of moderate to severe disabilities,
Yes,
and I
yes,
teach
yes.
them virtually.
Virtually. Thank
I
you.
do.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
I've learned so much about you. I was listening to your interview prior to me sitting here.
Okay.
But now we're going to talk about social media.
Ooh.
Social media for kids. What are your thoughts on social media?
Social media for kids, I think there's a positive and a negative.
Absolutely.
I think children can learn. I actually use not social media per se. Well, I guess YouTube is social media. Is that considered social media?
Absolutely. YouTube, yes.
So
it's
I
streaming.
so that's true. So I do use it a lot with my teaching. So I think it could be helpful, but then there's some social media, sites that you have to be careful about. That children need to, be aware of certain dangers along with their parents as well.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. I feel like we're living in a life, in an era where social media is so important. It has its ups, it has its downs.
Definitely.
For kids, I know for some kids it's probably the only outlet they have because it's so easy to grab the phone and just go right in there.
Definitely.
But there's a lot of things, a lot of responsibility that comes with social media.
Yes. Definitely.
And as a teacher, you see kids from all ages, correct? And then how will you know if a child is in need of help? Like, how can you tell if somebody's being victimized?
You can't. No.
You
really.
cannot tell.
No, like you mean on social media?
No, like let's say you're a teacher, right?
Yes.
Like as a teacher, your responsibility is to take care of the kids, give them love, give them knowledge.
Right.
Huge responsibility.
Yes.
But then how do you know if somebody needs help? Like how do you know when a kid needs help?
Oh, you mean academically?
Yes.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. I'm talking about like the kid is being abused,
Oh,
the
at
kids being
home.
bullied. Yes.
Okay, because again, I'm virtually so bullied. I can't, it really
Yes.
doesn't happen. But definitely abuse. I can check that out because from the home site that they're from. So I would say it would be hard if they have their camera off.
Oh yes.
And maybe I would need to every once in a while check in with the parents to make sure that everything's okay there. But as far as they have their camera on, if I see that the child have dirty clothing, or they're like, you can see their surroundings isn't taken care of,
And have you had a case like this where a child showed up with having dirty clothes, camera off?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, thank God. Thank
That
God.
yes, definitely. Thank God.
Thank God, because that must be a hard feelings.
So what do you do?
What do I do? Okay, so I'm a storyteller, comedian, influencer. I have a show for kids. It's so beautiful. It is so powerful. We make slime for kids. We give love to kids, and it all came during COVID. It was a God-given, I would say, a God-given channel. But it is so beautiful. The kids are between the ages of 4 and 8 years old.
That's wonderful. I love to hear that. And
Yeah.
what platform do you use?
This is for TikTok, and what's so special about this show is we make slime, right? But then we also give love. Like, we'll go live, and then everybody put what state they're in, like what's their favorite food. Like, sometimes kid will be like, oh my God, can I get a shout out? And you give them a shout out, and they get so excited. They get so like, oh my God, it's mostly like to empower them. It is
Right.
mostly to just give love. It's mostly just like.
And I'm sure they love that attention. They love being recognized by you. Oh, it's me.
Absolutely.
Children love that.
Pamela,
So
it's so beautiful. It's like what you said before in your interview. It says you love to share, you love to give, and I believe like the more we give, the more we share. It's just, it feeds us. It just brings us alive, and it's so powerful.
yes, definitely. I agree. So do you feel like you have a responsibility with the children that you feed into?
Absolutely, Pamela. I feel like the moment I turn the camera, like you said, it is my responsibility, first of all, to show love. We don't see the kids because TikTok, they can see you, but you cannot see them because
Right.
that will be invading privacy.
Definitely.
But they do spell, and it is my responsibility to share love, to like inspire them and ask questions, and pretty much everybody will be like very open to like sharing, like, oh my God, like I'm so bored, thank you so much for having this live, it makes me so happy. So like my responsibility as an influencer is just to share my love and my knowledge, and also to inspire.
Do you ever get any comments from parents like, "Oh, I thank you so much for what you do"?
Pam, yes, I have, and it really touched me. I started crying. Not only did it happen through social media comments, but it happened in real life. I went into an event, and I had all these parents come up to me and say, "Wow, thank you so much for doing what you're doing, because it really helps our kid."
And thank you. I appreciate it too.
And I was just going to say the same to you. Thank you, because you are a teacher too. You give so much knowledge, you give so much love, you encourage your students, and that is such a powerful, important thing that we need right now in this era. We need teachers like you.
Oh, thank you. I just want to do the best I can to help my students to be the best they can.
Amen. And you are doing it.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? I think this is my stop, but I just want to say thank you for all you do. You are doing such a good thing for our children. I don't say our students, but they're all your students too, because they're learning from you. They're learning how to make things like the slime, and they're learning how to give because you're giving to them. So thank you.
Wait, but before you go,
Yes.
I want to say thank you to you for being such an awesome teacher, for being like inspired of love, from like bringing this knowledge that you have to all these kids. I want to say thank you so much. Train Talk says we love you, and thank you. Woo!
Gonna make me
Pamela.
cry.
Yeah, shout out
you.
to Pamela.
Thank
She should
you.
get voted best teacher of the year.
Thank you. Actually,
you
I was
so much.
nominated 2 times, so
I knew it. I felt it. Congratulations.
never made it, but I was nominated twice.
Oh my
2 years
goodness.
in a row.
Oh my God, congratulations, because
Thank you.
whether you were nominated, that is a win-win, because it's a win-win, meaning people are watching. Like, people know who you are. They know your name. They know you're doing amazing things. So that it is all that matters.
Thank
Good
you.
for you, Pam.
Thank you.
Train
Thank
Talk
you.
loves you.
Oh, I
Thank
love
you.
Train Talk.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
You're
yeah,
welcome.
this is your stop.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh,
Hi.
hey, how you doing? Oh,
Hey.
wow.
First time sitting in that spot.
Yeah, usually that's my seat, but you know, no big deal. You know,
I
it's a
know.
train, it's public, you know, you can sit wherever you
Absolutely.
want. Yeah, hi, I'm Monnie.
I'm Hazel.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Hazel.
you.
Yeah, so am I welcoming you to Train? You welcoming me? We are welcoming each other to Train Talk.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna track our journey.
There you go.
Ooh, your journeys, my journey.
Look at that. Oh man, you know,
Powerful.
it's a beautiful view from this angle.
It's such- oh,
actually.
yes,
Yeah, it's actually
beautiful.
nicer from this angle.
Oh,
I
really?
noticed.
I
Yeah.
kind of like this chair better.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, I'm just joking. It's
So-
a good chair.
So what is your deal here? You do what? Internet stuff? What are you? A funny person?
Funny person.
Yeah.
I wear many hats.
Oh.
I feel blessed to be sitting here next to you, and I feel alive.
Yeah.
I am a storyteller. I am a comedian. I am an influencer, and I'm a human who is ready to take life. A human who is alive and ready to share the love. I identify with hearts, by the way.
Ooh, do
I
you?
feel like hearts are just love, a sign of love.
I'm a fan. Yeah, totally. I like the heart theme. I love the rose ring.
Yes, the rose ring. You
ooh.
can never forget a rose.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's something about your presentation that
Amen.
is very
Beautiful.
yeah, no, definitely
sorry.
beautiful.
I'm
No,
putting words
like
into
no,
you.
but
No.
like almost storybook.
Oh, still a storybook.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I don't know.
like that.
There's something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
The storybooks, no.
like kind of like mythical or what's the word I'm looking for? Like Cinderella,
Cinderella.
or
I love it. Yes.
Snow White,
Snow
or
White. Oh, wow. Okay.
what's like Bella from
Okay, Beauty and the Beast.
You know what I mean? Like those kind of stories. Like there's something about like your whole outfit today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Well, thank you so much. That's
Totally.
so nice of you.
It's cool.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask me.
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
For a living?
Yeah.
Oh,
or like,
I
wha-
struggle.
wha-
That's what I do.
like, maybe that was not the right question.
Yeah.
I want to know, who are you? Like,
Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
You know, I think that I'm a human being named Monnie, but sometimes I'm mistaken.
Why?
I'm just wrong.
Oh, you're just rocking.
I'm just not. I'm not who I think I am. I try to be a good human person.
Good for you. Good for
Yeah,
you.
that is there to amplify experiences.
Experiences. I love that.
Yeah.
Amplified experiences.
Yeah,
I love
totally.
that. What is the most amplified experience that you have ever had in your whole entire life?
Probably the most amplified experience I've ever had was on stage, probably performing like either play or improv or sketch
Oh, so you're
or something.
a comedian. You sing.
I don't sing.
Okay.
I act and I direct and I
Good for
do
you.
stuff like
you
that.
wear many
So
hats too.
I guess so.
I love that. I feel like nowadays us human beings, we wear many different hats.
Yeah,
We can
we're forced to.
We're forced to. Like, I feel like it is unlimited. Like, all these creativities, all these gifts, they just come and like, welcome.
Yeah.
Take me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And push me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There needs to be a way to express the creativity that's inside you, which is what I find compelling about your appearance, your presentation today. That's
Thank
why
you so
I said
much.
that. Yeah.
Thank you. I love all these words you're using. Compelling. I like that.
Oh, word! It's a
Yeah.
great word. You should.
It's a
you should.
beautiful
Yeah,
word.
you can have that one.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to release my
I'm
copyright.
gonna use the word compelling
Listen,
all the time.
That's right. Normally it's copyright Monnie Aleahmad, and you have to pay me to use that. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's so beautiful.
Well, let me ask you then.
Yes.
So you have an internet influencer like I guess it would be profession?
Okay, I wouldn't say it's a profession because remember we wear many different hats.
Sure, yeah.
Many different talents, many different idea, but it all came during quarantine. My boyfriend and I, we went into TikTok. Remember, TikTok was so big during quarantine, and we were
never heard of it.
Yes.
No.
So we were trying to go viral. We wanted to go viral. And we started trying so many different ideas. First, we tried so many different videos until one day TikTok let us know what was it that TikTok wanted from us and how did TikTok do that? By making the video go viral. Our first video went viral by 10K. So we were like, oh my God, this is good.
Yeah.
It's giving us a sign. This is exactly what we need to do. And it all started with boyfriend and girlfriend competing against each other. Who can eat the pizza faster? Who can blow the balloon? Who can do a joke of the day? And then it went growing and growing.
Yeah.
And then somehow we landed with slime for kids. And it went viral. It took off. Like 1 million, 5 million,
Wow.
6 million. And we're like, oh my God, this is happening. And it was such a blessing.
So you out here grabbing kids off the street and turning them into slime?
You're so funny. But I did think, I was like, you mean to tell me? Because I did ask, I said, wow, my big break, it's gonna come from making slime because I am a trained actor.
Yeah.
I am a comedian. And I was like, wow, it's totally unexpected. You know, when they say live brings you gift, completely unexpected. When you totally unexpected, that's how the channel came about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn. So, slime.
Slime expert.
What made you get into that?
Oh,
Like what was the inspiration that made you think maybe we'll do slime?
okay, so I was born in Central America, Nicaragua. I was raised in Miami. So my whole familia lives in Miami. I do have nephews and nieces. And my little niece, which is my goddaughter, she was making slime ever since she was a child. And she will collect them. And I was like, oh my God, I want to make slime. Like, teach me how to make slime. And then she taught me how to make slime. So I got inspired by this child making slime that I was like, I want to make slime. And I started making slime and I realized the audience for slime, not slime, it's so big. And it came about.
That's audience for slime is slamming. So like on social media, right? We obviously like you have all types of people on there. Do you think that there is a negative effect for adults that use social media a lot?
Okay, whoa. Such a big question with so many answers.
You better find the right one.
Absolutely. Like, first of all, I do believe, social media can do both. Can save a human being or it can kill a human being. It all depends on how the human, yourself, are. Because the most important thing is mental awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like taking care of ourselves, taking care of our mental. But social media has its perks and its bad side. The negative side is anybody can hide in social media. Anybody can change their age in social media. There is so much bully going on in social media. I get bullied in social media. I don't read comments anymore because they're so negative and they can really hurt someone's self-esteem, someone's heart, that I stay away when it comes to like videos going viral. It is so much bullying going on. It's horrendous. And yes, and these are adults, like bullying. But in the other hand, social media can also save somebody's life because let's say a human being decided to record his life. Let's say he just died, they diagnosed him with the sickness and he decides to start doing a diary of his sickness, and every day he goes on camera and gives us update. Okay guys, this is my update on this this sickness, this health that I have, but this is what I'm doing to make it better. Because my mother always said, when we're alive, there's so much solution we can do. Only when we're dead, that's it, no more. But yes, a human being can be saved from social media. It all depends on how you use it. You can inspire people. You could be a singer and you start singing on social media, and then the humans, the people, they know if the person's beautiful, and they will help you get to the next level. Or you can use social media to help other people, to inspire, to like share what you have, your creativity, share your knowledge, because the more we share, the more we get, the more blessings comes to us. But social media, it goes either or.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think like what you said something that was really profound. I think it was about being honest.
Absolutely.
You know,
because people can smell when you're not being honest.
Well, not only that,
they can sense it.
I think certain people that are already predispositioned, that they understand people, they can smell it. But I think there's a lot of people that don't have a lot of social interactions, and they don't understand that someone's being dishonest yet. So, but I think the more that we push, like for example, the example that you made about the person dealing with like a sickness, if they're being truthful and sharing their reality on social media with people, that could affect someone's life in such a profound. Someone could see that and be like, "Oh my God, I'm experiencing something like that too. I should go get help." Or, you know what I mean?
Do you know? I've seen so many inspirational stories. I've seen a human that lost a limb and started making a social media diary, like teaching, like, oh my God, look, this is what I'm doing to like learn how to walk again. Or like a girl that had cancer and she had to go through the whole treatment of her
reconstruction.
And she shared her thoughts and like her emotion. And then the doctors are talking, and it's so inspired. Or like maybe like a parent, like, oh my God, like trying to inspire another parent, like how to like help your kids be a better human.
Absolutely. I think when people talk about their struggles and their challenges, when they're open about it, like that, I gain so much from that. But it's also, the thing is though, like I get it why not everyone is open and honest, because like the urge to just be fake online, to just put forth a persona is so.
You can sense it. You can sense it. You can sense it because I don't know if anybody else can sense it, but I'm speaking for myself, and I can sense it from how a human, you can tell a lot from how a human speak, their voice. Sometimes people fake their voice, you can feel it. You just know who's real. And there's something so beautiful about social media. Like me, I love to see those raw, real videos of humans when they're pouring their emotion. You just connect. I cry. People have shared their stories, their heart, and you sense it. You know it's real. You know when somebody's being fake. I recently I saw a girl that she posted that one time she had called an office and she was gonna get a procedure, and then the lady left her a message, and she played the message on social media, and it was a beautiful nurse inspiring her, telling her, listen, you're gonna be okay. Just come into the office. We're gonna do a prayer. Just everything's gonna be okay. Be strong, girl. Like, you got this. Come on, like, inspire, motivate. That's my thing in life.
Hell yeah. I'm with you on that.
Amen.
Amen. Amen to that. Oh man. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we're.
This is my stop.
This is probably my stop too, I guess. We're probably, maybe we can go grab a coffee.
Yeah, man. Maybe we can grab a coffee. I love this train talk because you never know which tracks we're going to go to.
It's true. Even though most of the episodes have been the same tracks, but they will change. All right. This is virtual. All right. But it's been so nice meeting you and talking with you.
Thank you so much. What an honor. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful human. I wish you the best. I wish for you to make all your dreams come true.
Yo,
because this is what life is all about.
I'm hyped up. I don't even think I'm just going to jump out the window.
He's joking.